Hi YouTube. I made a video a few weeks back about 54 wigs, and I was going to show you all of the wigs that I made. This and then I had a video prior to that where I had 16 wigs. So I'm going to show you 17. This is 17. This is 18 here. And I'm going to put on 19 after I finish discussing, excuse me, I wasn't planning to make a video today. I'm not dressed for it. I look 50 pounds heavier with this little raggedy shirt on and sweatpants, but I just want to do a quick video. Okay, so I didn't do anything with her hair. Let me move this flat iron, this curling iron real quick. To get some water to put a little water on her hair. But she had her parents were are biracial, not were, they are biracial. And so she had biracial hair when it was her story when she sent me her hair. And I just liked it. It was really curly. I was glad to win it. I think I won her for about $350 or $500. I'm not sure which one. Sometimes, I mean, for our hair, I pay a little extra. But I just want to show you, it looks all kinky like this now. But when I originally got her, her hair was, this was the ringlets, how her hair was. Okay, let's see. Let's kind of try to get a good twist on there like it was my hair. Those were her, that's how her hair came. It was a little way tighter. They were way tighter than this. Like African American curls. This is, you know, you're working with real hair. This is a ponytail off of your hair. Your ponytail. So I'm not working with hair that's from any place that had to be sanitized a certain way, which changes the hair. I'm not working with those types of hair. Nothing commercial. This is just you. My video is not to my channel is not to show how I do hair so well, how I put on wigs so well. I just have this channel just to show people that I just really don't want you to throw your hair away. You see that? That's beautiful hair. That's your hair. It doesn't have to. It's not from India. This is an African American young lady with Caucasian in her too. She's African American and Caucasian, biracial. Don't focus on all that. My loss of tongue just now, people. I know what she is. She's biracial, but her hair texture, since symbolizes both of them together, and so it's not really African hair like that. But when snappy, like I was looking for, but when it dries, this here is the closure. This is the closure, so it's going to be nappier. And it did a good, this was a really good closure, people. This was really good because even though it's like really, kinky, it's really hard to get closures that mimic our hair really good, especially when you're dealing with the real hair. It matches when you're dealing with their own kind of commercial hair. You can line them up. They even sell them with them. But when you're trying to get the different colors and stuff, I'm just making some big twists while I talk. When you're trying to get some big color, I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, I just want y'all to see the channel for what it is, just showing you about your ponytails, just to save them, and don't throw them away. I watch a lot of shows like Mr. Monier or something, and he cuts hair and white Caucasian hair basically, and he throws it on the floor, and I wish I was there to grab the hair. But the closure is a good closure. I get them now from a place called Arrowin because he really does use real hair. He doesn't do anything to it. It looks like he cut it right off of their head, and you got to wash it and everything. I have no bugs in it or anything, but he doesn't do I've gotten a lot of closures because I have like 54 wigs. And I have more than 54 wigs, folks. I have more, but I give them away to people, coming for cookouts and stuff. And I just be out there and I get toe up and I start giving away wigs. Just joking. But, yeah, which part am I joking about? I give them away, so I had a lot more. So I had a lot of work to know what kind of closures, how they react, and all the closures aren't good. Some closures are horrible. But I got a good one for her. I'm gonna take her off to show you. But you see, this is how her hair. And this is, look at this one. When I tell you people, one ponytail. You see that? This is not 5 bundles. This is somebody's one ponytail. You see that one ponytail? That's what you give me. And let me show you the closure. Let me take her off of here and try to, yeah. She has a pretty good closure. You see, she has a pretty good closure. But all of them are not like that. Some have some real ratchet closure sometimes. So let me get the other wig that's my favorite and put it on. Okay, so he is my favorite. Do I have him on right? Let's see. He is my favorite, yeah. And that's what I wanted to talk about too, the closure. Yeah, he is my favorite hair, and he's the African-American, not African, Hispanic, the Puerto Rican gentleman from Florida. But you see the hair, his hair texture and everything, but then you look at the closure. This is what I'm spraying up here, this closure. But this is my favorite hair. But the closure is, you know, it's busting up. It's losing hair. So I have to make it over. You know how long it took me to make this closure? But this is my favorite hair. His hair. Because, you know, I straightened him once or twice. And he was longer too. And I lost all the length. Okay, here's his length here. I mean, he really has African-American hair. He's Hispanic, but you see this turns into Afro hair. But his hair is here. His hair was way down there. It was way down. And I had to cut it because I had flat ironed it. And when I flat ironed it, but let me show it lost curl too. But I'm going to show like this one too. The hair, let me wet it a little bit. Because it too turns into ringlets when you wet it. They have really nice hair that, and I don't want to mess it up, you know. I cherish these 2 wigs. I have a third one that's curly too and really thick, and I have Irish curly one. I should do all the curly ones first. I have the Irish curly one too, and I don't straighten them. I never straightened the Irish one. But I've straightened him, and I lost a lot of pattern, just like I showed her. But look, same thing. Same thing. See? Ringlets. See? That's his hair. That's his actual hair. And I had this top piece really good. And it's just now, all his hair lost here. But this is my favorite one as well as her. And I'm going to let her dry. I was going to flat iron her. I'm going to let her dry and kind of see what I'm going to do if I'm going to flat iron her. If I flat iron her, I'll send it back. I'll show you the flat ironing. That was 17. She's 18 and this is 19. And I have 54 wigs. So I'm going to slowly do them because, like I said, my channel is just to show you one ponytail. Don't throw your ponytails away, people. Please don't throw your ponytails away. Save them, because normally hair comes on a weft and you don't know how to work with it. Someone does it for you, but once you learn how to do it, put it on a weft and do it yourself. Another type, not a weft, how to make it so that it's like a weft and you can make your own wigs. You'll love your own hair, because this hair is somebody's nightmare. I have a daughter-in-law, and she's thinking about, she's going to cut her hair for me. She's growing it right now, so I could show y'all. She's African-American. She has the most unruly hair to her on her head. But once, I'm trying to show her how to love her hair, love your hair, because when I take it off of her head and put it on a mannequin, she'll probably enjoy working with it so much more, because it's there and you get to appreciate the texture. It's not the same for me working on hair. I watch a lot of videos. I love y'all videos, YouTube. Thank you. But it's a difference for me with hair. I just like real hair. I love the wigs too. I love watching y'all do those wigs. But I like texture and hair, and so it's fun for me to work with real hair because it has very different dimensions and colors and shines. It's so different from what you get. The hair looks so shiny and everything when you're doing videos and everything. When I see people in the street, it doesn't look the same, but every day, you know, I know what this hair is going to do. I know the nuances of it, and that's what I want for her. I want her to love her hair, you know. I want her, because her hair is even more unruly than this. This is the closure, but this shows how, you know, the kink. She's going to have really kinky hair, and it's going to show you that I could take one ponytail from one person's head. I'm going to show you her hair. I'm going to have her braided up because I probably wouldn't be able to work with it. I have to, when you're sending me hair, it has to be braided up because otherwise it's a disaster when it's curly hair, trying to work with curly hair. You have to braid it, and once it's braided for me in a braid with a band around it, then I take it and flat iron it down so that I could work with it and separate it. Not all the way down, but just a little so I could separate it, because in this curly state you can't do it. So always I try to catch people before they cut their hair if they're selling it on Hair Salon, HAIRSELLON.com. And what is it? eBay. eBay.com. Cut. I always say this in the videos. Cut human hair. On eBay.com, look up cut human hair ponytail, or human hair ponytail, or real ponytail, and you'll get people who are selling hair. And why they sell hair on eBay is because of it's for dolls. Doll making, they call it reborn dolls. So if you even Google reborn doll hair, you find real hair. But if you just Google human hair on eBay, you're going to get the regular human hair they sell from the commercial hair. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you're using. But I'm saying if you're going to make a strands, you know, or save your hair. And if you don't have hair, you can also get your best one wig. I have 54, but I'm about one. This is my one good wig that I wear. And where it's always going to be the same, and not all that mess. I don't have to brush this hair down like it's a mad tangly it look like, and just a mess. This is his hair. I put it right in that sink like hers and just wash it. I do nothing to it because human hair reacts different. It doesn't tangle like that stuff. It really doesn't. So even the one that's 54 inches long, 60, depending on how I measure it, I do not braid it up and gently. I throw it in there, I wash it, condition it, and I comb through it. Our hair is different when it's not processed. So as soon as you put anything in it, like silicones and stuff, and mass amounts, like the way they have to process it, it changes it just like this. The flat iron changed her hair. Everything changes, affects the hair. But it's just some of the processes that they use really. It looks like a diamond, but it's a zirconia. It looks like this, but I know it's not. And so I have more fun working with the hair because I know it's real hair. So I'm getting my, what is it? It's not a hobby. My fetish on. I love hair. So I'm feeling like a fetish. And every time I get somebody's hair in, I pray for them. Their hair comes in a bundle, and I ask Father God in the name of Jesus. Thank you for the hair the person has given me. And God bless the person whose hair it came out of. May they prosper and be in good health, them and their families. And that's what I do. Because it's blessed hair. I'm blessing you even though you're not here. You're getting some. If you have some hair, know that somebody's praying for it. I'll pull it out and I'll pray for it again while I'm wearing. Thank you, Jesus, for this hair. I hope the person is still prospering and doing good, you know, because it's another way of reaching out, because this is someone's hair. No one took the essence away from it at all. It's everything it was for all the years it was on our head, and I appreciate it. So save your hair. Don't throw it away. And one day when I get enough videos, I still only, not videos, views, I only have like 5 people, 6 people that look at my videos, or 2 people. The shorts, people just see them just like I see them. They don't, you know, really have a count to anything of interest. But no one is interested in my channel right now. My channel is it's not to style wigs. Y'all style them. Y'all do all that wonderful stuff, closures, lay it flat. All of that stuff I watch on YouTube and enjoy. My channel is not that. I'm not competing in that arena. I'm just trying to show you a new way, get enough views so I can show you a new way of making a wig. that you could just sit in your bed and make, and or sit in a chair talking or something. It's just so therapeutic and easy to do. And when you finish it, you can wear it. It's your hair. You know what your hair is. You know what your hair does. You know, that's all I'm trying to show. And I don't style. You know, the most I ever did was the wig I just showed you with the ringless, the short one. That's the most. I have never put a curl into anything. I went out and bought this, what is this called? You see the name? Oh, it's Cortex. It's B. It's called B. But it's by People Cortex, C-O-R-T-E-X. And I went and I got their curling. They have these detachable wands and stuff. And so I got that. And yeah, they're like 4 of them. It's one more. But yeah, so I got that so that I could style that one because I wanted to do justice. It would just be flat normally like a bob. But I wanted to do justice to the wig because I was showing you the ponytails the other day that I just bought. It's a lot of them. And they're like 10 inches, they look like to you, 10, 15, maybe some 9. It looked like really nothing that a person could work with probably when you were looking at the videos. Like, look at all these little ratty ponytails. Those little ratty ponytails make that wig that I first came on with, the short, nice bob. And I have a lot of them like that, just like I have long. No hair is no value to me. It's hard. No hair is no value. You can cut anything off and you don't have to spend nothing. You just grow your own hair out and make your own wig or hold your own hair to one day if you have to make a wig, you know, if you have alopecia, cancer, anything make you lose your hair. And, you know, hair means so much to people just like your teeth do. Once it's gone, you miss it. You know, I know all the people I see have lost the edges. I'm wearing these wigs for years. I have my edges in my head. I am not bald-headed. My hair is short because I have very dry hair and I don't really care for it because I wear wigs. I don't mean like don't care like that, but my hair is short, but I have all my edges and stuff and my hair is gray. So I'm not going to snatch this wig off for y'all and do nothing crazy. My hair need a hair color and a slick back because I have not processed it to be where I could just wear it out gray. I put in the ponytail and go, but I have all my hair. And I like to wear wigs, so it doesn't damage your hair. I don't have anything silk under it or anything. I just braid my hair back and put one of those little caps on it, a little thin cap, and I put the wig on. And it didn't damage my hair, but you miss those things about yourself. And while you still have it, I'm just saying, just put it aside. You never know when you'll see Strands by Olivia one day for real, showing you how to make it. I'm not going to make a wig for 2 people, and then one of those 2 people has a channel with 215K, you know, viewers, and now they're working my wig on there. They can figure it out and do it themselves, but give me a chance to show what God gave me. It was not something I discovered. It was a vision. I saw it. I told you in other videos, and I did it. So let me just do my me, and I'm not going to bother you with your you. And when I get enough of you watching, then I can show you the you, and it'll be your channel that you're doing the wigs and honoring something that God gave me, and I get to smile. But I'm not ready yet to show it, and so far I've looked all over. Nobody makes them, and I might try for Shark Tank again one day. But I really thought I had a good chance. Because everybody was so interested. They were coming up to me left and right, the security guards, telling me people were inside, and they wanted to see my wig and not to ask for a lot of money. But, and I changed it, and then when I got in there, they told me then they were tired, because by 11 o'clock at night, they're tired. Make them laugh. I try to make them laugh. It was just a bad atmosphere after 11. You have to go really early with Shark Tank. And so when they told me to do that, I started stumbling over my words because I was trying to do something that I had something planned already. And when they told me they didn't want nothing to change the world, so don't come in here with an idea that this is going to put somebody else out of business and change the world. And that wasn't what I was coming to say, but I was coming to say it is different and it's life-changing for some people when you can actually take your own hair and make a wig out of it and wear your own hair. It's a part of you. You know, I wasn't trying to change the world like that. I was just trying to offer people something, but it got discombobulated and everything, and I could see the look on her face of just get the heck on. And I was leaving, you know, I kind of knew they weren't going to call me. But when the lady came up to me, an Oriental lady, she said, how did it go? How did it go? How did it go? And I said, it didn't go well. She said, go back. And I said, no, I could tell she's not. She said, go back and show her again. They hadn't told anybody else to go back. But and me and my daughter were there. And I didn't go back. I mean, I didn't want to go back. But she kept on and she pushed me. So I went back. And I talked to Leslie. I don't know, because she had that look like, I already saw you, girlfriend. I don't need to know nothing else. And so I left. I mean, I left. And so I stood there with her for a minute. And I said, I don't know what's going on. But she told me to come back and show you. And she said, no, that's okay. I got it. I got it. And I said, could you just feel the hair? Because it was Caucasian hair, was blonde. And somebody's natural hair, and it was beautiful. And she said, I got the gist of it. She didn't want to touch it. I said, could you just feel it? Because you can see it, feel it flat. I want her to feel that it's flat. You know, you don't have any tracks. And so she wouldn't feel it. And so I just said, I just want you to see there has no tracks. And she took it, and then she started holding it and rubbing it and running her hands through it. And she said, this is nice. And then she started trying to figure out how it was made. And I took the wig back from her, because it's like, you don't have to know how it's made. You just need to be able to feel it and touch it and see that it's, you know, somebody's real hair. She's drying as we talk. That is somebody's real hair. And I want to offer service to people who might feel more comfortable wearing their own hair on their head as opposed to the wigs. It's not taking anybody's business. There's so many people that want hair. Everybody can't grow their hair and make a wig. There's some people who have very nice hair, and they can grow it and give it to somebody else for a wig. This takes me 3 hours. I can turn your hair into a wig in 3 hours. That's my thing. You don't have to wait for months, because, you know, something so devastating. It's like with your teeth. You know, the show they have on there, they tell you D5 or something, you get your teeth in a week or two or something. That matters to somebody. Someone else be like, I just be glad to get some daggone teeth. But to them, that might matter, that they could get them faster than they would normally. And that's like your hair. You're going to wait months for a wig, and you need one now. You just had a treatment. You're losing your hair. And I can get your hair back on your head in 3 hours. So that's why, you know, I just was trying to explain that to them, and it just seemed like this lady didn't get the concept or anything. And she said, thank you, and smiled, and she wrote something down. And at first I tried to think, maybe she wrote something nice. But on the drive home, I started thinking, I said, her face never changed. She was just looking at me like really racist. Like, I don't, you know, care what this is in front of me. It doesn't interest me. But mind you, that whole time standing on that line, everybody and his mother came to ask me about the wigs. When my daughter went to use the bathroom in the bar, even the bartender was asking her, is that lady your mother with the wigs? Tell her I'm wishing her well. When I'm sitting in the grass, people were coming up wishing me well and marveling at the hair. You know, so I knew it broke my spirit and it hurt, but I sat down for a minute and I kind of questioned why God would give me something that I couldn't do anything with. You know, I tried to call the Cancer Society and they weren't interested. I sent them pictures and texts, they weren't interested. So I kind of got downtrodden after that. But then I got back up. I had a nephew, he talked to me. And I got back up and I'm doing my wigs, not doing them again, but just doing videos again. Because I took all my videos down and went into a funk. But, and I've made more wigs since, maybe about 4 only, because I don't really do them as much anymore. But that's my story. And this is how her hair dried. I had pulled the ringlets out, but you see that health. Her hair, her ends, look at her ends. They're not damaged. That's her hair when it dries. But before I put the curling iron to her hair dried a different texture. The not curling iron, the straightening iron. Because see, this is what happened. This is not her hair. This is not the closure. A lot of her hair was like this, and I had to cut it off. So she was way longer in her curls, and this is what I did. And so I got kind of scared to flat iron it. And while I've been talking to you, I'm still scared, so I think you see the ends here? That's the straight ends. This happened to a lot of her hair. That's what I had to cut off, because her hair went way down. But it had to be cut. It looked so bad. My daughter said, just cut it. And I've been long-winded, like I said I wasn't going to. But thank you for watching, YouTube. And enjoy the rest of your day. I hope it's not as cold for you as it is here for us. Have a pleasant and blessed day. Bye.